We're back and ready to go. We took a week off, but after visiting UMass this past weekend to see our little brother Evan for homecoming, we've got plenty of good things to talk about. So we are back.
Yep, yeah, we're back. Took last week off solely because of myself. I was hurting after Halloween weekend, but we won't miss a week after.
We may, just to
Yeah,
mix
we
it
may.
up, just to make it more highlights
Yeah,
and
we'll see.
better use of
But
your time.
yep, so we're gonna be talking about UMass. Davis and I both went to UMass. Davis graduated in 2019, and I graduated this past May in 2021. And we had a great time. So college is a big step. A lot of kids end up going to college, and it's hard to determine where you want to go. I didn't really know where I wanted to go. Honestly, just applied to UMass because Davis was there. Didn't expect much, but one of the best decisions I've made.
Oh, yeah.
Since we're from Massachusetts, there's so many kids that from the surrounding towns that you already have mutual connections, such as playing sports against mutual friends. And it's just easy ways to connect. And then it was also a huge plus going to school with my brothers. Dave is 2 years older than me.
Nothing like it.
And so I got 2 years with Davis, and then I had 3 years with my little brother Evan. And then there was a year when all three of us were there. Davis was a senior, I was a sophomore, and Evan was a freshman. And it was awesome.
Those are golden times. There really is nothing like it. And it's just a great school. For anyone who's not from the area, when Brennan says UMass, he means University of Massachusetts. And we went to the campus in Amherst, Massachusetts. So it's off kind of its own area, a little bit more of a rural setting. So it's really just a college town where kids come from all over the state and they get to meet each other. And like Brennan's saying, we're from the Boston area. So high schools will routinely send 10, 20, 50, even 100 kids to the campus, so the connection just overlap. And even being back out there for homecoming this weekend, we saw Tommy Ranucci out there. Gotta give him a quick shout out because he put up a great marathon time. And just seeing people like that that we spent a lot of time with, it brings back memories and just makes you feel good.
Yeah, it was awesome going back. Because we were saying this when we were there. It's same stuff, just different people.
Yeah.
Like nothing's really changed. I mean, there's new buildings. I mean, I just graduated 5 months ago, but the day was 2 years ago. It really is the same routine, just different people. But it was awesome.
That's for sure. I mean, even Sunday, we're sitting there, the dining commons, three brothers, with Tommy Ranucci and John Ho, and we just said it's like we never even left. It's just another day out there, and it's great because you know other people will be having those same experiences. They'll mold them and shape them into adults.
Yeah, shout out to Hamp Dining Commons. That was the spot. But I mean, I don't know what else to say about UMass, but it was awesome. Great experience. Yeah.
Yes, I would say one major factor that we see at UMass is just how it's growing. Like Brennan was saying, even going back just a couple years, they had new walkways, there were new buildings, areas that were under construction when I was there are nice brand new buildings where again people are able to just enjoy times and improve their learning. So I was really happy to go back because UMass really does have a vision and a strategy to improve their education and just make it an overwhelming experience for everyone. Just good vibes all around the campus, and you can see it playing out. So it really motivates you as an alumni to say this is a great place.
Yeah, got nothing else.
Yes. I would say, do you want to talk a little bit about your journey at UMass, share anything on the experience? I can talk a little bit as well, just what it's like.
Yeah, I guess I can start. Because I see this all the time too. Like seniors in high school are saying, "Oh, I want to go to a big school. I want to go to a little school. I want to go to this." I mean, maybe some people might know what they want, but a lot of people don't. And you really find out what you want once you get out there. Once you're out living on your own, meeting friends, because it can get. UMass is a big school, so if you don't really go out and put yourself out there, saying hi to everyone, just trying to meet people, it can get lonely. And I've seen people get lonely and they end up transferring, but then they have a great time somewhere else. But for me, I got there. I had Davis, so I didn't really know what to expect. I never visited Davis the 2 years, but when I got there, he was able to show me the ropes. We got a lot of food to get. Like we'd always go out to eat at the dining commons. I became good friends with his friends, who were all 2 years older than me. So I got that experience. I joined a fraternity, Theta Chi, out there, which was awesome for those years. I went back there this past weekend, which was awesome, just seeing all the same kids. But definitely joining that fraternity helped me get a group of friends that were there throughout my entire college experience. And I got to experience things such as I knew going out of high school I wanted to party more because I didn't really party in high school. So I got to experience that, which was awesome. But at the same time, I went in as a public health major because I didn't really know what to do. And then second semester sophomore year, I was able to transfer into Eisenberg, which is, looking back, like that was huge because if I didn't do that, I don't know what I would be doing now. But I got in there.
And bro, maybe just to slow it down because a lot of people probably don't know what Eisenberg is.
Yeah, that's true.
Just so you can explain.
Eisenberg's the business school. So I was in the public health school because it's huge. And the first time you can apply into Eisenberg at the School of Management, business school, like finance majors, management, hospitality, accounting, they're all in the Eisenberg school, is after your first full freshman year. I got declined after my first full freshman year. And then I reapplied after my second semester, sophomore year, got in, and I became a finance major because Davis was a finance major. My little brother was a finance major. Looking back, I mean, I don't know if I should have been a finance major. I'm not really doing finance right now. Right now I'm doing property management, but just having that background in finance is good to have. But, I mean, yeah.
Yes, because at least you can read financial statements, know the business terms.
To what extent?
So
To some extent. I mean, I'm definitely not a financial mind. I can tell you that. So.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing is everyone has a different journey at UMass, but there's a place for everyone. It's so big. There's about 25,000 students combined between undergraduate and graduate. So there are all different types of people. There are tons and tons of clubs and activities that you can do. And like Brennan's saying, he just found his way through it. And even though it wasn't maybe the path, he said, hey, I'm going to go right down this one. It worked out. And I mean, it's helped him meet a lot of good people and prepare him for a career as well. Mm-hmm. I'd say I was all over the place a little bit at UMass as well, because a couple of things that first brought me to the school were the community. Just walking around on campus, you'd say, hey, this is a place where I could see myself. Just everyone was welcoming, the social aspect that we talk about. Then also the business program, which is phenomenal, because when I first went in, I was a business major pretty much from the start. And again, that set me up to get a job. And yeah, it's going really well. I like my job in financial technology now and just trying to keep building every day. And in terms of activities, when I first went to UMass, I walked onto the football team, and it was a really good experience. I had to work hard, give my best. It was something I liked to do, and I did that for my first year when I was out there. But after that, the coaches pretty much told me, hey, you're not going to have a great shot at playing, and it was a tremendous amount of time, hours every day going to football. So I eventually gave it up, and going into my sophomore year, I started just exploring the campus. So first thing I went to, I tried out the jiu-jitsu club and the boxing club. I'd never done those before, but it was a tremendous amount of fun. And on top of that, I learned some good skills, self-defense. Brennan's doing boxing now, and he always talks about how it gives you confidence. It's also an amazing cardio workout because you're always going up against someone, but you get a great chance to learn new moves.
Not so much in boxing as in jiu-jitsu.
Okay. Yeah, I did more jiu-jitsu, just a few boxing lessons, but more grappling and jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, and I'd say later on, probably about halfway through my junior year, I joined the triathlon club as well. And that's led me to meet a lot of great people to train with. And even now, I'm still out there doing some triathlons every now and then. So just all things to build the foundation. But biggest common denominator at UMass is no matter what you do, you're going to meet great people and they're going to help you along the way.
Mm-hmm. Food is also really good. Not so much in the quality. I mean, the quality is awesome.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, no, yeah, I said that wrong. The biggest thing for us is that we have food allergies. So they're really good at accommodating that. Above every food, they have a label that tells you exactly the allergens and the ingredients. So it makes it easy and stress-free if you have any eating any eating
allergies, dietary restrictions, any preferences, they cater to it very well.
Yeah, it makes it easy and you don't have to stress when you go. Because that's another big thing is a lot of socialness happens at the dining halls, especially freshman, sophomore year.
Yes.
So people be like, hey, let's go to Burke, which is another dining hall, or let's go to Ham and get food. And then if you have like a food allergy and you're stressed out, it makes it that much harder. So it makes it's really easy. But Yeah, UMass is great.
It's a great spot. And now that you've gone through that experience, do you have any tips to maybe a senior who's looking at schools or someone who's transferring to UMass? Big program is people transferring to UMass. A lot of times, if you get a certain GPA, you can go to the flagship campus out at Amherst. So, just any thoughts there?
I would say if you're going in or transferring is hard because it's such a big school, and there have been times like the transfers are out in Sylvan, which are kind of on the outskirts of campus. You really got to join a club. You got to find the people because it's going to be hard. Because freshman year, a lot of people sometimes find their friend groups in the dorms, so they'll become friends with the people on their floor or in their building throughout their entire college experience. But if you're transferring, you won't have that, so you really got to join a club. Because it is a big school, like Dave said, you can find your people, but you can also feel lost and not find your people. That happens. So, but you got to put yourself out there, join clubs, meet people with similar interests, and you're bound to meet people that are similar to you. But first year, go out, introduce yourself to everyone, be nice, join clubs, and just understand that it's a huge change. So just take it all in. Take it all in and have a good time.